episode of Let's Connect Now. We are really excited. We are back from the holidays.
One holiday.
Well, it's been 2 weeks, but
one
we're still
down.
Back. One down, more to go. We're in December now.
Yes,
we're
December 1st. The next holiday is this coming Friday. It's my birthday.
Well, yeah, it would already passed, but it's okay.
Well,
yeah, we celebrate your birthday. Yes. Woo!
But it's all month long. You don't understand. December, it's a pretty awesome month for me because first, it's my birthday, December 5th. And then it's my wedding anniversary, the 22nd. And then it's Christmas. And then it's New Year's. It's like presents.
But you're getting a huge present in December, too.
Yes. And then we're having a baby in December.
But see how she forgot? She was like, oh, it's me. She forgot she was having another granddaughter.
Yes. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. I can't wait for that arrival. I'll stop celebrating my birthday in December. I mean, I'll give it to her. Because,
let's do a poll on how many people. Aiden's even laughing. Everyone's laughing. Yeah. I don't think so.
Yes.
She'll be like, okay, at least I get the first week of December. Okay, guys? It's my birthday.
Before we all have to spend all our money on Sophie. Oh, my God, how exciting.
Nice. So who's this segment brought to you by, Monica?
Yes, and so this segment would not be possible without our sponsors, guys. And I know most of you are like, oh my God, it's redundant. But you guys, seriously, without the support of our sponsors, this show would not be possible. Like Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal. Guys, if you guys don't have a Christmas savings account with them, you guys are missing out. You guys could actually earn interest on your Christmas account. So make sure you guys, if you're getting a car, go check them out, guys. Credit unions are the best for car loans. MedSpa Deluxe LA with 2 locations, West Covina and Rancho Cucamonga, guys. It's the holiday season. Who doesn't want to look beautiful? I just saw them a couple weeks ago, and they're outstanding. Our friends from Suburban Water Systems doing great things in the community. Thank you so much for all your support all year long. Not just for Greater West Covina and Let's Connect Now, but also for other communities, other chambers. They do a lot. They had a huge food giveaway for Thanksgiving, and all kudos to you guys for doing great things. And of course, our friends from Massage Envy. Who doesn't want a gift card? Boys, did you guys put that on your Christmas list? A massage from Massage Envy?
I want a massage. Jeez.
Exactly. Best gift ever. So make sure you guys check out both locations. They have a location here in West Covina and in Diamond Bar. Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, I know we're really excited because, like I said, it is now Christmas season. Everybody's excited about it. Yes. And there's a lot of events taking place. Our guys went to Blanca Rubio's turkey giveaway, which in the break, you're going to be able to watch that video that they put together and stuff. But there's just a lot of things going on.
Yeah, our Senator Susan Rubio also had the Gobble Gobble in the city of Pomona, and it was amazing. It was amazing the amount of people. From what I understand, there was just like lines and lines from people that even got online as early as 3:00 in the morning.
Man,
so you could see the need in the community is huge. You just went to an event also for No More Locked Doors.
Yes, with my good friend Mike at No More Locked Doors in the city of Pomona at the Derby Room. It was amazing, packed out. Danny Trejo was there, Tierra. I mean, a lot of people showed up for the community. It was a very successful event. No More Locked Doors. You guys, if you still want to donate somewhere, No More Locked Doors on Instagram. They give toys to the incarcerated people. Like those the parents that are incarcerated, they give toys to the kids and stuff.
Yeah, to their kids. And locally, if you guys are looking to give, to give this holiday season, if your heart desires, the West Covina Fire Association here in the city of West Covina is doing a toy collection. Make sure you guys follow them, West Covina Fire Department, West Covina Fire Association, if you want to donate toys. These toys go out to the community. They stay within the community, and they help a lot of families make the holiday season great for the kids.
Yes, so I'm excited, guys.
I have to make another announcement. Something great
what happened, Monica?
West Covina.
What?
We have the West Covina Kiwanis Parade.
Oh, my God. And Monica might be in it waving.
I just might. Make sure if you guys are looking for events in the community, this is a great event.
Yes, it is.
Happening, on Saturday, December 10th. And so make sure you guys support locally all the shops, all the eateries within the Glendora Avenue. I know how we say downtown Glendora, but no, it's not downtown
Right,
Glendora.
everyone says that.
I know everyone does say that, but it's downtown Glendora in the city of West Covina. Make sure you guys check it out.
No, it's fun. I went there a couple of years and stuff, and it's packed, packed out. It's fun. There's so many families there enjoying themselves. So I love it, guys. Don't forget to go there, support it.
Great community event.
Great community event. And but today, we have a great guest coming on, Rocky Nash, and he has his own podcast. He's doing his own thing. He's owner operator of his own trucking company, and I love the fact that he started from he shares about his life where he started from living in Fontana, from gangs to wanting to be an entrepreneur to now his whole
transformation,
his journey,
of his life.
Yes, and it's amazing. So you guys are gonna get to hear that right now. But we're gonna take a quick break, and during our break, watch this video. Our team went out to Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio's turkey gobble gobble and did a recap video. So make sure you guys watch it. Watch our sponsors, and we'll be right back with our guest, Rocky Nash.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz and Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz and Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, this is Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, now Certified Federal Credit Union. Guess what? It's that time of year again. The holidays are coming up. You guys are going to be spending, getting those gifts for all of your loved ones. And I just wanted you guys to know that we can help you save money and get those balances down, especially with the credit cards that you use with those high interest rates. Bring it on over to us. We have low fixed rates starting at 8.9. We don't go above 17.9. And if you want a balance transfer, you can get 0% for 6 months. Imagine what you can pay off with that. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, 909-504-7371. Again, I'm Danielle with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, also now Certified Federal Credit Union. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great one.
Okay, everybody, welcome back, and we are excited because we have a very special guest, with us, and he's a good friend of ours. He's been coming around a lot. I think people might have seen him around and stuff, and especially during Hispanic Heritage Month, he's with us and stuff. And let's welcome Rocky Nash to the show. All right, we are Rocky Nash. Rocky, I know a lot of people probably feel, because we did at first, that your name really isn't Rocky, and then the Nash.
Yeah.
So explain that.
So my parents were in love with Rocky, the movie, Balboa, and they named me Rocky because I was born in 79, and Rocky came out in the 70s. So it was funny because back in the days, these young kids don't know anything about this, but we used to have to call, you want to talk to a girl, you have to go on the landline. And sometimes the mom or dad would pick up the phone. So you're in the 90s, and a landline is the phone with the cord. And, and I would call, and I ask for a girl, and who's this? You know, and you always get nerves and anxiety back in. Like, it's so different. You just text all brave these days.
Right, yeah.
Like, caps lock, funny emoji. Here's a meme. Here's a GIF. It's so easy.
Yeah.
And back then you have to get like all pumped up, ready to go, do some push-ups.
Because you don't know if they're gonna hang up.
Oh,
on you. Or not.
it's just like you don't know, like, and first of all you get to get through the the force field, the dad or the mom.
Yeah.
So you call, and then dad answers, "Who's this?" Rock. I don't want your gang name. Like,
I don't want your gang.
so after a while, I would always use my name David. I would always say, "This is David." That was my stage name.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'll
Is that
say-
your middle name?
No, I just use David.
Oh wow.
David's my favorite
Wow.
person in the Bible, by the way. But
Oh, okay.
I would always use David. Back then, I didn't know the Bible, so it's just coincidence. And because every time I just got tired of saying Rocky, like even to this day, I'll introduce myself kind of in a professional way. And maybe I'm talking to like an ex-homie that he's professional too, We both in gangs, but he's not really trying to gang bang. I'm not trying to gang bang. And he go, "Hey, what's up, man?" He'll say his name is John. I go, "What's up, Rocky?" "Oh, Termite." Like, cause they think I'm coming at them in a gang fashion. Like, bro, it's just so that they got
my
me.
name.
It gets me a little like, thanks, mom and dad.
I thought okay. So your name Rocky, but then Nash, and then Nashville. I don't know why. I just
Nash
linked it to
is
Nashville.
Yeah.
my great grandpa's name. Nash, Nacho Ignacio.
Oh,
but his name
okay.
was Nash. So Nash is more Americanized.
Oh, okay.
But his name is Nash, And I think his real name is like Nacho or whatever, or Nacho, Ignacio.
Yeah.
But I called him Nash, and that I got named after my grandpa, but not Ignacio. I'm just Nash. So it's Rocky Nash, first and middle name.
Oh,
Crazy,
okay.
huh?
And when Nashville, the first podcast I've done, it's just Nashville because it's my life. Kind of together.
That's cool. That's
Wow.
cool.
Okay. Now we got the whole Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause I thought
Okay,
maybe all this
Nash.
dude's from Nashville. He came over here.
No, that's why I kind of changed it because people think it's like a country podcast or something like that. Like,
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
too.
it had
That-
nothing to do
that's-
with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And it's cool in that, because I know a lot of people that their name was Nacho or Pancho or whatever, and that's cool
Pancho.
that they call
Oh,
him
yeah.
Nash.
yeah.
In English it's
And it's
Nash.
simpler.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot simpler and
Yeah.
stuff.
And now I just before like when you're younger, like I heard all the Joe Rogan rage. I always heard the jokes growing up, or even Nash. It was like a name. Everybody's kind of embarrassed with their middle name. So I grew up kind of embarrassed with my middle name, but then I just owned it, like Rocky Nash. Like
I like it.
Now it just kind of just goes.
No,
you
yeah,
know?
it does go.
I mean, you make your name, you brand your own name, so you can make it dumb or you can make it cool.
Yeah, and you're rocking it, dude. Like at Rocky Road.
Rocky Road's
All
for
kinds
the
of-
trucking business. Rocky and the road it just goes together for trucking.
Yeah, that's her dad's favorite ice cream is Rocky Road, so he's gonna love this episode and stuff. So hopefully we get him.
It's not ice cream though.
It's not ice cream.
People see my truck and they go, "He probably has ice cream in there." It's not.
Hey, do you have the chocolate
But
mint?
nobody's trying to rob an ice cream, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of safe that way.
That's funny.
It's not like Rocky Diamonds. Oh, rob that guy.
But no, man, we brought you on the show because you have a great story, man. We've known you for a while, and I know people have seen you, and we are going to be doing a lot more things together and stuff with the GWC Let's Connect Now and everything that we're doing, and just you being involved in what you've been in the past. I believe that things in the past has always set us up to who we are today. Some people take it as they could reflect in a negative way. Oh man, poor me.
Yeah.
Or they could take that and actually turn it into something very good, which is something you have done, in your life. I met you when we met you. You were doing your own podcast, Street Scholars, which is a very successful podcast. And then, but prior to Street Scholars, I mean, you have a story, bro. I mean, we were calling this episode, from gangs to Rocky Road, to entrepreneur.
Okay.
You're an entrepreneur type guy now.
You have no idea what we're going to talk about. You just told me to come on, and I was okay, like that.
Yeah, well, we were talking about your past because
Okay.
a lot of people that listen to us are business owners,
White collar
business owners, or some of them are consumers that we have just regular people that watch the show and stuff, and there's people out there that want to be something. They're driving towards being their own a business owner, entrepreneurship,
yes.
But yet they don't know where to get started. I mean, even today off camera, you're sharing with one of our guys, because he was interested because the way you just made what you do so fun. He got interested.
If I could say something, particularly myself. When I first met you, I was a little intimidated by you.
looks.
Maybe you're
looking.
definitely your looks.
Yeah, you're good looking. Yes.
Yeah, definitely your looks, and you had a different demeanor than the person you are today. And I thought, me myself, if we could just speak freely,
Yeah.
I was very intimidated by your tattoos, your face tattoos, and and I thought, at some point, society has to break that cycle of, you are judged by how you look. And
But, not to cut you off, but I think it's from when I started getting tattoos, like I'm talking about 25 years ago, like
Right.
early 2000s, neck, head, like face, it was not common.
correct.
Now it's very common.
Correct.
It was more of a gang culture thing.
Right.
Now it's everybody thing.
Not
Which
more art.
I wish I didn't even have tattoos anymore because I don't want to be like everybody else. And it kind of, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
but it is no, but I should. Where you going with that? You should judge me and you should stereotype me. I'm okay with it. Like I will get pulled over in the car all the time. Shaved head, tattoos. I mean, you look like a duck, you walk like a duck. You're a duck. And I feel like if a cop didn't pull me over, well, you're not doing your job. You should pull me over. I never play the victim. Oh, why you pull me over? Because you like a hoodlum. That's what, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. I never cry like, oh, you pulled me over, bro. Like, no, bro, like, I look like a gang member. I am a gang member. Like, I never play the victim. I think it's silly when people get face tattoos or they dress a certain way or they want to dress like a certain culture or whatever they're doing. They want to dress like a gangster rapper or whatever. And then they get mad when they get stereotyped. Oh, bro, yeah, you put that uniform on.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
up to you. Like, if you're wearing a baseball uniform, I'm going to assume you're a baseball player. So this tattoos, it used to be gang culture. It's not as much anymore, really. But I never played the victim. And when you see me, you looked at me like yeah, you should, because
But-
it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right. But for me, it was more like I have to get to know this guy. It kind of became a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Like I have to get to know him because prior to you, to meeting you, I had we were changing something even prior to you, and there was these guys that came in from Victory Outreach. And they said, we're sending these guys to help you with all this really heavy furniture. Every single one of these guys that came in was tatted.
Tattoos, yeah.
I mean, from head to who knows, and they were the nicest guys I have ever met. They all had a story to share. And so it really opened up my eyes. At first I was like scared. Don't blame me, but then as I started talking to them and feeling, comfortable and I didn't feel threatened and I didn't feel scared anymore, I had a good experience with them. They were very helpful. They were just trying to change their lives. And so I never knew about Victory Outreach, but anyway, I know that's not where you come from, but they were sharing their stories, and I thought, that's pretty cool. Well, years later, I meet you, and you kind of look like them, and I thought, okay, but there was something very interesting about you which made you different than them, and that was your demeanor. Your demeanor, you seem a very like assertive guy. Like you knew what you were talking about. You made jokes, but there was things behind those jokes that I got to see. And then the more I get to know you, I'm just like, this guy is so smart. This guy has really done things that that anybody, someone should be
ever, by the way.
should be so proud of. And I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
I'm not just saying that. You've come a long way, and that's why we wanted to have you here, because you're an inspiration to so many people
thank
that
you.
you might not know.
Oh,
Yeah.
so did you end right there?
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in to the podcast. If you just want to say anything else to ruin it. No, but it's true because, even when I started working with her after COVID,
You've changed being here, by the way.
yeah, I've changed too.
You're
yeah.
like a gentleman now.
Oh, thank you, sir. Hey, now we're ending. No, but people told her that I can't believe you have a gang member helping you.
No.
Because I have tattoos and
No,
stuff.
you changed your whole thing around.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you said earlier, you said if you look like a duck, you are a duck. If you walk like a duck,
I feel like dress how you want to be treated.
Exactly. Yes. And dress for success. That's what they say. Dress for. But don't get me wrong. every industry is different.
Yeah.
You know, the dressing is different for every industry, but you still dress for success in that industry. Yeah. You know, we had that last episode that we aired. The gentleman said that it was just, he started a new company and it was just him and his business partner. Yeah. And when and the meeting was just them two, but when he went to the meeting, he wore a suit.
Nice.
And then the guy goes, "Why are you wearing a suit?" He goes, "Because I'm dressed for it." And see, so you're right. It's how you want to be received.
How you present yourself.
How you present yourself. He was like, "I know it's just us two, and the meeting's just us two, but I'm wearing a suit to our meeting because
that's amazing. I like that.
Yeah. So there's just little things like that, and but give a quick background of where you know you're raised and stuff because, like I said, you have a very successful story.
Well, I was pretty much raised in Fontana, California. Back in the days, I was considered really far, but now it's pretty close.
Yeah,
now.
Fontana. Whoa, that's far.
We're in Fontana. We went from Ballin Park to Fontana, and everybody's like, "Man, you live way over there." Now people just want to live over there. Now it's all expensive, so you know what I mean. But so I grew up in there. I really love my city, Fontana. It was just it was a good thing, good bad things. Bad things only happen because You
get in mischief.
You get you receive what you put out.
Yeah.
So a lot. But I always tell everybody, and I guess I don't want to go like a whole crazy podcast because I'll just go off of it. Yeah. But I just on social media, I have friends and I see people on there, and because I always say that I grew from a good family. My mom's a teacher. My dad had a good job. We had a 2-story house, a good good area. I didn't grow up I would say ghetto, or we didn't grow up rich for one thing for sure. We didn't grow up rich, but my parents didn't act poor, even though we didn't have that much money. But I always get annoyed when I see these influencers on social media just really I grew up from nothing. I grew up poor, and now look at me like, dude, your mom and dad busted their ass. And by you saying that is so disrespectful to them. Your mom had 2 jobs. Your dad worked overtime and maybe didn't have a lot of money. But for you saying you came from nothing, you grew up poor, you slept on the floor, you're just disrespecting your parents.
I think
and
I know
it just annoys me so much. For what? You want that pity party? I'm so vulnerable right now. You sound dumb. It just so I always say and it's true, maybe I didn't have a lot of money, but my parents raised me right. So when she says that the more about me, is that because the way we raised, we always come back to that. My parents raised me with respect, and I knew. And the thing about me, the way I, got into gangs and all that, but it was worse on me. And I remember you're telling one of these kids right now, not to get biblical, but once you know God, then there's conviction, and then you have a guilt trip. You can't enjoy the things you enjoyed before because you know better. And with my parents, they raised me to know better. So when I did these bad things, these evil things, robbing people, robbing houses, or whatever I did, I knew better. I knew better. I had friends, their mom and dad are from the gang, their grandma, grandpa, uncles, generation and generation curse. They don't know better. They're going life with, I want to make it a Pelican Bay. And that's where it goes.
Yeah.
And you probably have friends that you heard this too. You hear that, I want to make it to your yard for 180. And that's a crazy goal to have. But they don't know better. These people really don't know better. It's you guys talk about terrorists, whatever, and they're brainwashed for a certain religion, suicide bombers, and they're guys. That's all they know. That's where they're raised. And these guys in gangs, that's all they know. We could look at them and judge them all we want. They don't know any better. They weren't raised like you. That's all they know. And I just knew better. And that's why, full circle around, I knew better. So I always knew the path to get back on the right track at the end of the day.
No, I love that.
And you have a beautiful family. I mean,
Thank
your
you.
mom is outstanding. I mean, she's just a happy person. Your dad's a great guy. And so meeting your parents is wow. And the way they support you, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, I
it's
always say
amazing.
and even my wife would say I'm your number 2 fan because your mom's your number 1 fan.
Yeah.
She knows it,
Yeah. And I know exactly what you mean because I feel the same way about, my dad, being, my mom's becoming number 2, but I don't know, she's still taking her time. But definitely my dad is my number 1 fan. And I know your mom is because she's in front and center. Everything that you do, she's right there. And it's just for me, it's been fascinating getting to know you and really seeing the person behind all that, and there's a lot of people that don't want to take the time to see, the inside of who we really are. And I seen that in JR, same thing. And and I don't need to prove it to people when
Yeah.
people will tell me things and tell me, it's because you guys don't know he is a great guy. He's really smart. I don't need to say any of that.
Yeah.
The proof is in the work that we are doing together. He became his own person on his own. It's not that I told him, oh, you need to dress this way. I never pushed it
She
on
just said I couldn't
him.
wear long dicky shorts here.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing, because the socks and the shoes.
Because I have my
and-
socks all up with my dicky shorts. He's
And-
like, can you not wear those though? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because it looked like half pants. I guess like high water pants or something.
And I actually complimented you. I say I cannot wear. I go, Rocky wears the high shorts really well.
Yeah.
I go, I can't wear those. I'm sorry. And she goes, yeah, you know what? Because
You don't have good legs?
well, because I'm tall. Tall guys don't look good with short shorts.
Okay.
You wear them
just
very
your
well.
theory.
No, but you wear them very well. Like yours, that's the thing. Like Rocky, yes, okay, you're tatted up and stuff.
If
But
I ever wear pants, people, where are you going? I never wear pants. It'll be snowing in Utah or Denver. I got my sweatshorts on.
no, but you wear shorts well.
Yeah,
you
thank
wear
you.
shorts well. He does, and I told her that. I go, I don't look good in shorts. I just don't.
Yeah,
I
those
wear my
white
pants.
granny legs, huh? All veiny and stuff.
The varicose veins, yes.
It looks like a MapQuest.
What the map?
That's old school. Huh?
But through your life, even being doing what you do in the past and stuff, we're not here to glorify that. You're not here too. And I love
Oh,
the
not at all,
illustrations
yeah.
that you're giving because
Yeah.
it's so true. People are what they've learned and what they grew up in, and with you though, you begin to evolve and you begin to get into the entertainment industry where it's podcasting and having the street scholars. Which
Yeah.
when I did my personal podcast, I searched for like a podcast to try to be like, and street scholars was one of them that popped up. And I started watching you guys and learning from you guys and stuff, and it was very successful. Very successful. Want to share about that?
It was something I just. Because people always ask me, how you start your podcast, and I would like to think I was doing it before it was really trendy. I mean, I hate when even today I hate when people say introduce me, oh, he has a good podcast. Like it's like saying oh, my homie's a rapper. Like it just feels embarrassing. Like don't say I have a podcast. Like I don't want to be that guy, but I've done it for years, and I think a lot of my followers and the viewers I got was because there wasn't a lot, and I'll admit it, there wasn't a lot of options as far as podcasts. Like if you want to listen to like a Chicano Mexican with our podcast that's more relatable to our people, our peers, then like Street Scholars is what it is. Now there's a lot. You could just whatever, and I think I grabbed that audience really early. And I just kept them all this time. For a majority of them, I kept the audience. So I just got in the right time, I think, and it was. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of podcasts when I started Street Scholars. So, I mean, now I look back, our views were amazing. Like, we had one episode, it hit 950,000 views on one episode, almost 1 million. And the other one, we had a few over 100,000, 100,000, 50,000, 75,000. But we always got over 10 to 15,000. Like, we were always, but the only thing I could measure this podcast to was mainstream podcasts, big, like I'm talking about Joe Rogan, like the big boys,
Right, yeah.
So I go, oh, like man, this 15,000 episodes garbage. It was embarrassing. I go, oh, like this is terrible, and I just had nothing to compare it to, so I kind of stopped it. Just different reasons why we stopped. Co-hosts, this and that. I just felt like not to go all crazy, but like how it is. You
Right.
feel like you're the only one doing all the work, and it got frustrating. People claim the fame by not doing anything. So I got, with my personality, I just get people. If you listen to my podcast, Rocky Nash podcast, you'll see I get annoyed very easily with people. Like even my pastor, like that guy's stupid, so I get very annoyed with everybody. And I think with my co-hosts, like I just got annoyed with them, and they're my friends, so I'd rather just keep the friendship than have a co-host. And I just started doing Rocky Nash podcast, audio only, and it's been very successful all these years, But Street Scholars, man, like. I look at those numbers now and look at these, somewhat successful podcasts, in the circle. And I go, man, like my numbers are way better than those, not to compare, but now I have something to compare it to. I go, wow, like if my podcast was going on right now, we'll be the top dog as far as in this local industry. I'm talking about Joe Rogan, all those other podcasts, but we'll be doing pretty well right now. And now I look back, I'm all, man, like shouldn't have stopped. I should, but it is what it is. Like, one thing I do with my podcast, I always let God guide it, and if He shuts it down for whatever reason, it gets shut down for a reason. Maybe He don't want me talking about that content, that topic, or these hosts, or these guests, whatever it is. I always pray. I always tell God, like, this is, even though, like, I go, this is your platform. Like, use this platform for your instrument. It's yours, and I'll just say what you want me to say, even though I say a lot what I want to say. I'll just go. But yeah, so I'm just doing really audio only. I think today we're going to record our first video.
Yeah.
Back on video.
But you do really well. I mean, he does very well. I mean, I can't do what he does. I don't think.
I think
because you got a good rant.
Audio. That's the thing. A lot of podcasts these days, it's just interviewing, and I never, with my podcast, Rocky Nash, it's never. That's why you'll see so many podcasts come and go. Oh, I'm gonna do a podcast. Everybody wants to hear me talk. No, they don't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, they don't want to hear you talk.
They don't.
But a lot of these podcasts, I wouldn't even call them podcasts. Like, I wouldn't even really call this a podcast. I go, once you have a video and cameras up,
it's a show.
It's now a talk show.
Yeah.
Podcasts are made for audio only. For Apple Podcasts, Spotify, those are podcasts. Radio, once you get like. Even when we're doing, one of the other podcasts we're doing, we start getting couches, a coffee table. Like, what is this? Like the Ellen DeGeneres show? Like, what is this? It was literally a talk show.
Yeah.
Once you get that coffee table going and a fake plant in the background, like, this is not a podcast.
We have a Christmas tree.
Exactly. So this is a talk show on YouTube. That's all. It's not a podcast. It's a talk show. So I just really enjoy doing the audio podcast, and I always try to be like somewhat like, I guess. I always say, if you're humble, you can't say you're humble because that's not being humble.
Right.
But I always say, like, I think I'm very, very good at doing audio podcasts by myself. A lot of people can't do that.
I can't do it.
You can't rant. And I just found out, I guess, somebody diagnosed me. I got ADHD, but I think that's a blessing. Like, I can just talk forever. And if you got a list, you want to start a podcast, if you're going to just interview guests, then you're a prisoner to your guests, because your show is only going to be as good as your guest. Your show is only be good as your guest story. If your guest can't talk on a microphone very well, then guess what? The episode is no good. You're wasting your time. And then when you can't get a good guest, or you can't get a guest at all, then you have no podcast. You have no episode. So too many people, and you have the idea, oh, I'm going to get this interview and this interview, and try to do that every single week. It's not going to be easy booking guests. And,
it's hard.
And everyone wants that vulnerable story. Like I said, I grew up poor, and look at me now. And like, everybody gets tired of those stories, or everyone wants that pity party interview, and it's boring after a while too, or it's a show off interview. And for me, like I said, my personality, like, I didn't want to interview this person. This person is so fake. And I know them. I go, oh my God, you're really saying this on the air right now? Like,
it's so funny because you kind of get to know a person, like how they really are, and then they come on the show and then they try to be all like,
or even on Instagram,
and you're just
they're posting this thing. I go, bro, are you serious right now? Like,
you're like, really?
And I have so much. It's sad because they're all my friends.
But it's funny, as I hear you talk right now, it's funny because I'm just envisioning, because my dad comes from radio.
Okay.
And so I could see you doing that, because people that are in radio have the same kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah.
They can just do it by themselves,
Yeah.
because he does it by himself. He has an air show.
It's definitely a gift, a talent for sure, to just rant all by yourself with no guests and just go on and on and on.
And sometimes it's easier.
For me, it is.
Yeah.
For me, I think I do terrible interviews. I'm not a good interviewer because like I said, I don't really care about you. I would talk about myself.
And
so
that,
I don't know about you, bro. Like, oh, I grew up this way. Oh, I grew up this way too. And I'll talk about myself. I'm interviewing myself.
But you know how you guys, you know how I know that? Because for Hispanic Heritage, I did print out an agenda for the guy, and he just looked at me and he goes, yeah. And he just went up there and he did his thing, which was kind of cool. He was still holding on to the paper, I think, for respect. But he really didn't.
Like, I'll have notes for my podcast for an episode. I'll try to put notes, and I never hit them. I'll just go out one thing, go, what did I even? That wasn't even my list. So
I even wrote it for you guys and stuff, and you guys are just like,
You go off track.
But that's why I do. That's what I'm saying. A lot of podcasts they fail because they rely on their guests too much, and it's not gonna work.
No, and it's not. And I like the fact that you're saying all this stuff, because a lot of people, even to this day, want to start something. I mean, even now, we're the first ones to first, I would say, business association, like kind of like
Yeah,
chamber,
yeah.
to do what we're doing. And now a lot of other people want to start it.
That's a compliment, though.
It is a compliment. We don't take it like offensive at all. We take it like, great, do it, because anybody can start it. But can somebody maintain it? That's the
hardest
question.
part.
That's the hardest
The
part.
main thing about podcasting, and I mean, a lot of people ask me like, "Hey, blah blah blah," and I'll just say, "Well, consistency. Like,
Consistency, yes.
don't do it when you feel like it. If you're saying to drop an episode every Monday, put it out Monday. Like people, after a while, they get tired of it, whatever. And then so it's consistency like anything else.
Yeah, I think you're the one that told me. You said, if you're gonna do it every week, then that day is your Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you gotta like go to the Super Bowl every week. So every week has to be like a Super Bowl performance, or don't put it out.
The only show, and there's so many, especially on Street Scholars. I had guests come on, and I felt bad somewhat because, like I said, I get annoyed. I go, "You're lying." If I know you're lying, I'll go, "Hey, bro, the audio wasn't good. I can't put that." Episode out."
Oh, we've done that.
Audio was messed up, bro. I don't know what happened.
You know how many
I've done
times
that
we've done
so
that?
many times, and I go like, it was boring. So for me, if the episode sucked, I'm not even gonna put it out.
No, he tells me, he's like, you can use me, you can blame me, or
scapegoat.
Yeah, because it's
done
just
It wasn't good.
It's
Just tell them
bad.
the audio was horrible.
Bad.
And I blame it on me.
I've done that
Oh, they
so
never push,
many times,
or
bro.
Aiden never push play.
But
never
on
pushed
Rocky Nash
record.
podcast, the only time I won't put something out, and because I'll record it, then
Oh shoot! I just give ourselves
if
away.
it eats me up, we're like, it's usually if I do something like biblical and I know it's probably wrong, like, and I go, "Oh, I can't, shouldn't I say?" So I'll just delete it. I go, "It's not gonna go out." Like, God just put some feeling in me, like,
Conviction.
Like, Rocky, what are you doing, bro? Like, I give you some leeway, but you're going too crazy with that. Like, so
That's so cool. But I love this conversation about podcasts and everything else. But you know what? I'm really interested in you sharing, your turnaround point.
there's so many turnaround points in my life. So it
But the
depends.
main one,
Because you talk about God a lot now.
because I feel that one of them is when you got married.
Okay.
You've done so much from
Girls.
that
Oh.
point. No, well, aside of that, I've seen a huge change after you got married.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you want to touch on that.
Yeah, it's weird because I talked to my buddy Lazy about Mr. Untouchable, and I mean look what God's doing with that guy right now, Jesus,
Yes.
And we had these and I love having friends like this, where even with you, like we had these like real adult conversations off the air, and since junior high school, all for me personally, we're talking about marriage stuff. All I know is to chase girls. Like, that's all I know. Like, every day I wake up, my goal is to get a girl, or even to get laid, or whatever it is. Like, like it is. No, laid's not a bad word.
Okay.
Are you that conservative?
He went to Hawaii. He went to Hawaii.
It's just. Jesus, you're so like. Anyways, are we gonna have this adult conversation?
No.
Are we gonna have this adult conversation?
Yes.
Anyways, I always like your main goal waking up is to get a girl or whatever it is, and you could never have enough of girls like Solomon and David, and that's all I know. Even when I was in a relationship, all the last 25 years, girlfriends here and there, like I always cheated. Like even when I was in a relationship, like I was looking ways to get another girl, and that's all I know all these years. And with social media, all I know is the flirt in DMs, get a response back, and you just want the response almost. Not even going on a date, just want the response. So flirting has always been my character, like flirting, and that's it. That's like, and it sounds cheesy, it sounds dumb, but when you do that for the last 25 years, that's just the way of life, and that's all you know, and that's all you. It is what it is, and I got kind of tired after a while, and I wasn't looking for a girl. I was looking for girls, plural, and I got tired, and I started I wanted to settle down after a while. Like, okay, maybe it's time. It's time to settle down. Then I couldn't find the right girl, and I got tired of looking for myself. Obviously, I don't know how to look for a good girl, and I asked God, like, well, I can't find a good girl. Why don't you find one for me? Why don't you do it, Mr. Perfect? and he did. And me and my wife, and I never flirted with her. Like, we're just like Instagram friends, and My wife's a very pretty girl, and not once I ever flirted with her. Never cheesy, never tried to take her out, like nothing. Just conversate on the phone, just whatever, tell me her problems, talk about God, and we started hanging out. And then one thing led to another, and eventually we got married. And it's weird because when I was dating her, I didn't, not to be all cheesy or whatever, but I didn't even like had that feeling to go like mess around on her. And a lot of my friends tripped out like, "Foo, what?" Like I had a cool little bachelor apartment and over there across the street from you.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I could have just did my thing, and I just didn't have that. I really think that God took that joy from me, having that joy. I wouldn't call it joy, because joy is something different than happiness. That temporary happiness, I really think he took it away from me, where I wasn't really chasing it. And I was kind of cool with it. And I never felt that way. And so I just married her. And that was pretty much it. I got I asked God for what do you call it? Whatever. I asked God, like, are you sure this is it? He's like,
confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation. There you go. I asked God for confirmation, and I got it many times. So that was pretty much. That's my little love story.
And she's an amazing human being. I follow her as well, and I just see you guys as like, yes, that they were made for
Not to
each
be all
other.
perfect, but at the end of the day, like, still a man, still in the flesh.
Of course.
Like it just.
But the fact that you're talking about it and that you admit it, is just a lot about your character, because
Plus,
not a lot of men are willing to admit that.
Or like I'm saying in that season, like he did take that away from me. Like it was, but I'm still, like, at the end of the day, I'm still a man. You still have your moments, and as long as you don't
We're not perfect.
go on it, but
I still think guys are cute.
guys are guys. Like I said, like I see a girl at the gym, or like, it's a pretty chick, but that don't mean I'm gonna go up to her and talk to
Yeah,
her.
as long as we don't act on it,
Or I
yeah.
see a girl on Instagram, a pretty girl, like the homie would have, hey, or like her picture or whatever. But
It's okay for us to admire beauty. It's okay for even for myself to say, "Oh my God, that guy is handsome," and I can say that in front of my husband, and he doesn't get all crazy or like, "What are you liking that guy?" It's that's just the way we're made, and it's okay to
and
say
nothing,
it.
and nothing's guaranteed, nothing for sure.
No.
Like I could never say, oh, my wife would never cheat. If she did, I'll be very surprised. But like, at least in this season right now that I'm in and she's in, like, I can't see it happening. But seasons change. Unfortunately, I mean, I hope they don't. Just like when you first get saved and born again, you're on fire, and it's like, I wish I felt like that. Like, and
That's the greatest feeling.
As being a Christian, like, you have your seasons where the Holy Spirit is filled up. You're just worshiping a car, driving, and someday you're the same song, like,
whatever. It doesn't even
And it just, and I try not to talk to new Christians, baby Christians, because they're on fire. I go, talk to me in 2 years, bro. See where you're at.
See where you're at. We start going
No,
through
but that's a beautiful high, right?
I wish I felt like it's a different, just like I say, joy.
Yes.
It's that you wake up joy. It's a different joy, and I wish I could have that high all the time. And unfortunately, you don't. I mean,
you don't, but there's accountability that we feel now. It comes now. It's all about accountability and really just being accountable for every one of our actions, everything that we do every day, and just still trust the process of what we're going through. And I think you've come a long way. Not just that, from now being married and just seeing the different Rocky, and now seeing you starting your own business. That's freaking amazing. I mean, to me, that's amazing. Rocky Road. So talk to us about that.
I think with my personality, I haven't had like a real 9-to-5 job since 2009. And I used to work on automatic doors. You go, like, even in a mall, I worked in a mall, automatic sliding doors that open automatically.
okay, yeah.
So I would install those. I would come here all the time, fix the
He was
doors
supposed
for
to
them.
fix ours, but he never did.
Yeah, he never fixed our
And,
door.
yeah.
You just recommend it.
2009. And so I did that for about 8 or 9 years. And it was really good money. I had my own company van, and it was really good. And then I opened up my own clothing store in Covina called 86ers. And it was a boutique shop, sold cool brands. It's weird when we have a store, everything's you guys put. That was the most broke I ever was in my life. You know how many t-shirts you gotta sell to even
Yeah.
So people think you have money. That was probably the most broke I've ever been in my life, owning a clothing store. I did for about 4 or 5 years. I went to jail for a little bit, had to close it down, and I started cutting hair. I'll just fast forward my whole career, and I started cutting hair.
I didn't know that.
I went to Paul Mitchell, matter of fact.
Oh, wow.
People trip out. You went to Paul Mitchell?
Wait, you have a license?
Huh? That's the thing. So when I was going to Paul Mitchell, I ended up going to jail. because I had my store, and then when my store, I want to open a barbershop too. So I started going to Paul Mitchell, and I got busted. So I stopped going to school, and when I got out, I didn't have a store, had no money, had really nothing. One of my good friends, Chris Barrios, he owned a barbershop. And I remember when he first started cutting hair, he had nowhere to cut. I let him cut at my clothing store in the back. I go ahead and cut. I ain't gonna charge you, bro. Just go ahead, you know. And when I got out of jail, he had his own barbershop. He go, hey, Rocky, I know you know how to cut hair. You're getting decent at it. Come work at my shop. I go, cool. 'Cause I literally just got out, and I had, like, no money. And I started working at a shop. I was cutting hair, doing walk-ins. And I go, how much do I owe you? Could you, it's percentage or whatever. You go, no, that's your money, bro. I go, no, like, he's like, bro, you help me out. I'm helping you out. I'll never take $1 from you. Like,
Wow.
I just want you to get back on your feet. I was like, wow, dude, like, that's just, you know, it paid forward. And it was really cool. So I started getting a lot of clientele. And I went from his shop to another shop. And I ended up being in Ontario at a barbershop over there. And my Instagram's always been kind of decent. You know, I always had like a somewhat following. And it was never meant for me to be a barber. That was supposed to be like just like a little Band-Aid. And I got caught doing it for about 5 or 6 years because you're making about $300 to $400 a day cash. You know, and I had clientele. I had appointments, so I was doing good. So I got very comfortable doing it. But once again, I didn't get my license. So when State Board came and hit,
Oh, they walked in.
yeah, and that was the barber, you know, at the owner. They go, hey, bro. I go, no, I get it. Like, you know, you can't have me there. 'Cause I'm not a licensed barber because they'll shut the whole barbershop down for a while. And I was like, oh, man, what am I going to do? So then COVID hit. I started cutting hair at the house, you know, and I was doing pretty well, but I was still cutting hair. And then my stories, my Instagram story, my Snapchat's always been I've been very like expressive, how I feel, political, religion, dating. I was called a serial dater. I was dating everybody, you know. So all my friends go, "You're a serial dater," but I would always post my dates on my stories. Like, this is my date. I'm on this girl right now. Wish me luck. Like, it was like a whole like keeping up with like Kardashian. Like everything was on there. And
That's funny.
girls actually go on a date with me. Oh, did you post me? Like it was
Oh
it was
my
funny.
God.
Like, it was like a whole story. And people go, you should get your own podcast. You go to podcasts? And I know about podcast. Our buddy Wacko, you know, I did 80. When I had my clothing store, I did a radio show back there too called 86 Radio. You had to go to the website to listen to it. So it is like in 2010. So I've been doing it for a long time. I go, okay. So I went to Guitar Center. Me and my buddy Novel. He bought all the stuff. And Wacko came and showed us how to hooked it up for us. I love Wacko, man. Wacko's a good dude.
I
He's a
do
great
too.
guy.
I
And
like
Wacko hooked
him.
everything up. And we just started recording. And they said we're like ahead of the game. And our first episode, I mean, we hit like 5,000 just for our first episode. And even then, I go, it's terrible, like 5,000. But now, like that's pretty
Yeah.
successful right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
And I was thinking, wow, like, you know, go back to like, I don't know what we had, and we started doing very, very well. So I started doing podcasts, and then I started doing I stopped cutting hair. I had pretty good sponsors, and they're paying enough. And then I started doing raffles because now from the podcast, my followers went up from like 2,000 to like 20-something,000, and so it just kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And now I had this audience, so now I started like, it was COVID. So I just started raffling PS5s off, raffling. And I was like, man, they're going like really fast. And it got really addicting raffling things off. And I made really good money off raffling. I mean, I had a nice apartment over there. I had sponsor money. I had raffle money. It was just quick, easy money. And it got very comfortable. And I knew all that was going to end. Like, you can't raffle forever. And everybody started doing their own raffles. And even with podcasts, you know, it's just something I knew this is temporary. Unless they got like a contract with Spotify or something with the podcast. But I know this is temporary. It could be good, but now I'm married. Because fast forward, I got married now. Now I have my son, I have my wife and her kids too now. Like, I'm the man of the house. I need to be the provider. And that's what we do. I can't depend on selling like raffle balls or sponsor money. I need to get a real job. And I always knew I don't want to work for anybody. I haven't worked for anybody for like in 15 years, 14 years. I haven't worked for anybody. I always have my own schedule, do what I want to do. I got the taste of it. I didn't want to go back to a 9-to-5. No, I think 9-to-5 jobs are amazing. Like, good for everybody that does that. For me, I can't do it. If I had to, I would. You know, if I had to, I'll do it, of course. But I had an opportunity where once again, Fontana, where I grew up, everybody in Fontana is a trucker. That's literally like truck capital of the world. That's truck capital, bro. Everybody knows Fontana is truckers. So I always knew like all my friends are truckers, girls are dispatchers, brokers. I already know I have the access to the game already, the cheat code already. And homies, just get your license, bro. Get you, And I got my license. Worked for a big company, Swift, for like 3 months. Got my own truck, and it's been a year. It'll be a year in January to have my own business, but it's pretty it's doing pretty well. Like, it's only one truck so far. I want to get another truck, but I'll wait for 2 years, get 2 trucks, get a fleet. 'Cause I'm still learning the market. I'm still learning the industry. But so far, it's stressful. Any business is stressful, right? Any business is stressful, and it's pretty good, man.
No, because you even tried out getting hiring somebody to do it for you.
I did hire somebody, a driver.
But you seen that it just cost more.
Well, it wasn't a price. I have OCD too, and I didn't like it where he didn't fold his blanket, make his bed up after his when he wakes up. So like it's weird, but I could tell a lot about somebody's character. Like if you wake up, you don't make your bed up, then for me, it shows your character. Like you're kind of lazy, you're not organized. If you can't make your bed up, how are you gonna treat my truck? That's why I overthink things a lot. That's
one of the first things I do.
Yeah.
I don't care if my wife's still in the bed.
Yeah.
I make my side.
So for my truck, like he'll bring it back. He'll bring it back to the parking lot after a long trip, and it'll be kind of messy, and the bed wouldn't be made. Okay, I really don't want this guy as my driver. And then I wasn't doing anything. Like I was dispatching him to this and this and this, but I was at home doing nothing, and I get bored. I go, man, like
I think I did.
I'm paying him like $1,500 a week. I could use that extra money. I could just go. Like I'm not doing anything. Why am I not working for? Why ain't I driving my own truck? So it was just got back in my own truck, and I go wherever. Like right now, I did a load earlier today, just local. But tomorrow, look at the load. I go to New York. I go to Miami. I go to Denver. I go wherever I want. I just go to Phoenix or Vegas. Like I can literally go anywhere I want. I'll find a load to somewhere. If it pays good, I'll go. It's kind of cool. I'll check with the wife and make sure like we have anything going on. If we don't, I'm leaving for a week. I'm leaving for a week, So
Wow.
it's super cool.
That's cool, man. And then it was cool is that he took actually one of his friends with him, Novel, on the trip with them. So they were documenting it and stuff. So they went out and
went to Vegas after.
Yeah,
like
they
we
went to
parked
Vegas.
in Vegas. Had a good time, man. Like, it's cool. It's what you make of. Like a lot of people like to just go in a truck, go to truck stops. But like if you schedule a ride, you can park your truck, Uber, like get dressed, get showered, and go watch a show. Go watch your favorite baseball team. Like if I wanted to, like I could have booked a load to Carolina last Sunday, and I could have got a load there and watched the Ram game over there if I wanted to. Like you could literally schedule how you want to schedule if you own your own truck.
No, I love it.
Wow. And so that was an investment from someone.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard here and there. But somebody, I mean, whoever did this, I mean, they really, really had a lot of trust in you and really believed in you.
You don't get
I know, because that doesn't really happen. I mean, to a lot of people.
Not even family members do that.
Yeah.
No. So this girl, Lisa Leyba, she owns a big property management company. Like she gets houses, flips them. Like she's doing very well for herself. And she go, why don't you sell your own truck? I go, okay, like that's a lot of money. And to get your own trucking business, like
And the truck that you have is not a cheesy
you're
truck.
gonna need like at least to start your own trucking business, like just permits, insurance, and like a lot, like at least over $100,000 in cash. Like you're gonna have to, like at least my experience, like for sure. Like just your insurance alone that costs you $12,000 just for the initiation fee, like
Wow.
off the bat. You can't get insurance without like $12,000. Here you go. And then it's just a lot of money. Permits are a lot of money. Just paperwork alone can cost you over $20,000, like for insurance and your DOT, your MC number and all that. It's just a lot of money. That's not even counting the truck. It's a lot of money. Make a lot of money though for sure. Like it's a lot of money. And my friend Lisa, she goes, "Why don't you just get a truck?" I go, "No, sure, I'll just buy you a truck. Just pay me, whatever. I'll just buy." I go, "No, like." First of all, when somebody says that, you don't believe them.
Yeah.
And
I remember you called me. You're
so
like,
she told
"What
me
I
like,
do,
I'll just get you a truck. And she's doing like she's single girl, just does very well. And I go, okay, cool, yeah, we'll get a truck. And I just ignored it, like. And she kept hitting me up. She go, well, look, I found this truck. And I'm all, okay. She go, let's go, like, just tell him go pick one out, and I'll write you a check. Wow. I'm all, and I just still ignored her. I go, first of all, I don't feel comfortable taking, that's crazy. And she really, really insisted. And she goes, no, like, you're a really good person. And like, even though, you know, like, she just like loved the podcast, loves me as a person. I never, cause if you don't know her, like, I never knew she even had that kind of money. Like, this girl's like multi-millionaire pretty much, but she don't dress like it. Well, she has like, you know, her sets, she goes, you don't know my sweats, but these sweats are like $1,000, but you would never know because they're not, you know what I mean? So she's just very, very humble. She has the ugliest green truck ever. Like, like she don't spend it on, and I never knew she had money. I just niced her. You know, I didn't even know her. I met her before. I was just very kind to her, very nice to her. And I know like she didn't have a lot of family, so I invited her to my family barbecues and stuff just to, you know, just being kind. You'll never know like what kindness does.
Yeah.
But I'm just not trying to get something on anybody, but just being kind.
Right.
You just never know. Yeah. And she just really blessed me. She goes, okay, well, like she went up to, she goes, well, here's your truck, and here's this, and here's that. I was like, what on earth? This, like, and that's one thing I always say. Like, I always tell everybody, like, no, like my friend, she bought me the truck. And like, I don't try to be like, oh yeah, hard work pays off, or oh yeah, I hustle for mine. Like, that's, people do that. And I know people that have business or, you know, whatever, and their friend got them that. Like, you never give your friend credit that got you that business or that bought you that or that. Like, why don't you ever give your, and I know that, like I said, I have a lot of friends, I know their whole story. Like, why are you not giving credit where credit is due? That's like, why are you saying you did that? You did not do that. You did not open that business. You didn't, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Like,
I love it. And I think a lot of your foundation, and you can say this, you can agree with this too, is I think a lot of your foundation is God.
Yeah.
Because every time you do come in, you stop by and stuff. Yes, we have the most amazing talks where we're like, dude, are we recording this?
You know what's crazy?
Are we recording this?
She's a believer, but she's not like a Christian, like, not like that. She's not, you know, and God uses people to get to you, even if it's not even a Christian person.
Yeah.
You know, like she's not like a pastor or somebody at church. Oh, here, I'm going to give. It's just, no, like, God, I'm going to use her to help you out kind of deal. And I really believe that. Like, God puts certain people in your life for a reason. Even though they ain't Christian, like, God's not put all Christians in your life in a circle. He'll have like strangers help you out that don't even believe in God.
No, they just feel this, like, I don't know what it is. I just got to help you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know, help me out and stuff.
Yeah.
No, but I love the fact because I have seen you change a lot too. And I've seen you, you know, that's why I said the foundation, and we don't mind talking about God a lot here either. And your foundation has been the Lord, you know, because when we do talk, I mean, there have been times where you just call me and say, hey, God put you on my mind. And I was going through it and stuff. And then we talked, and it's good to know that, you know, you have those strong convictions, because I learn a lot from you, because there's times where, you know, we all lean on our own understanding, you know, and when I do have conversations with you, it's like God reminding me, because I love how you genuinely, and you're not just saying it, but you really talk to God about your next episodes, your choices. Because you'll literally tell me.
I always ask for confirmation.
Always confirmation.
And he always gives it to me. And it's funny because I have different prophets tell me, like, that is your gift. And they don't know me, and they tell me, hey, like, God, like, you talk to God, and God talks back to you, huh? And you guys do not know me, like a different prophet. I go, yeah, like, I hear from different people, and I'll take that gift all day.
No, that's amazing. That's an amazing
awesome.
gift.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I think as we grow older too, you know, our life takes a different path, and our mind is just maturing, and so you see life with different eyes. I mean, where you had this, you know, you saw life a certain way when we're young, and then as we grow up, sometimes we're blinded, and you're like, wow, how did I see that? Why did I do that? Or this and that. And as we get older, we enter into different phases of our lives, and we start seeing life like it just becomes so real. And that's when we know we either make a change or we stay where we're at. Where do we go? And so the vision is there. I mean, and sometimes it's magnified. And I think the guidance that we get from God, it's amazing. It's amazing. And sometimes that's why I don't give up on certain things, and I see people with a different vision now than I ever did before. And I have to thank JR a lot, with that, because I don't need to be afraid of people. We all have a gift, but it's a vision that gives us with those individuals, and I think I have that with you, and I don't like admire you or praise you or whatever. I just really want to thank you for being who you are, because we don't meet a lot of people that are real in the world. Unfortunately, people are fake behind a suit or even fake with tattoos. They're just who they are.
Yeah, I just unfortunately, social media is doing to a lot of people right now. They're trying to be somebody that. It just social media is crazy.
Yeah,
I'll say
very
that
crazy
much.
right now.
I think that's why my podcast is somewhat successful. It's just because I don't have to. Even if I do a reel or skit, I'm not a big fan of people that do reels and skits. I'm just not my thing. To each his own though. But if I do a real skit, I'm playing myself.
No, your
this is me
skits-
and my wife. This is a real life situation, kind of. But I'm not dressing up or you know what I mean. I just
No, this is his skit. All right, guys, I'm here at this trucking stop, and the bathroom looks horrible. This bathroom is really good. So he just the day in the
I know,
life
I
of
see
Rocky
that.
Road.
That's
That's his
Or
stuff
him
now,
and his
dude.
wife are waking up and they're under the blankets and he's just trying to do stuff to her.
You don't want to go with me to the gym? Why, huh? Why? What's your... I'm like, dude, this guy's too much, dude. My wife would kill me.
every time I'm a good actor with my when I tell my wife doesn't get fat. And
Oh, dude, that was crazy. Dude, I was like, oh my God, if I said that, I would be dead.
Yeah.
But no, but see, that shows too that you and your wife have an amazing relationship, man, because I have listened to you guys together when you guys do your show, and you guys compliment each other, and I love the fact because you value her. You could tell you value her opinion and stuff, and the way you guys go at it. It's just very, it's open. I mean, she even talks about that too. And she says, you don't have that open relationship, with you and your wife. I'm like, no, not like Rocky and his wife.
I think we're just really, really, really huge on communication. We're so big on that. Sometimes she waits a little too long. She has a list of her communication. I'm like, bro.
I think we all do that.
But I think if something bugs one of us, as communication, even though it sucks.
No, I love the fact that one time he come from the road, he's like, yeah, so I'm here. I'm going to see if she cooked me any breakfast. I'm going to walk in. And he walked in. She's in bed. No, she had the breakfast.
No, she had me breakfast.
She had the breakfast. Yeah, she had the breakfast. He's like, all right. Oh, hey.
So me and my wife, people make fun of me, but we share each other's location. It's my location.
Oh,
Always
yeah.
on.
There you go.
Yeah, it's always on, but I'm like in Pennsylvania. What the fuck?
No, but for her, it's more peace of mind. She knows you're okay.
But even with her,
You
but
have
she'll
to see
check
it.
you okay, he's almost home. Maybe I'll start dinner.
Yeah.
Things like
Oh, that's
that.
good, yeah.
But it's not if you see me at a strip club, then maybe it's a red flag or something, But I feel like I don't go anywhere anyways. You got my location on, but we had a location on since we started dating, even before we were married. I never bugged me. Oh, you're on check. I go,
Yeah,
whatever,
she
dude.
doesn't have to hide one of those things. What are they called?
Oh, the trackers.
Those
Like,
Apple
Oh, yeah.
things or
Oh,
whatever.
I know.
That's where I'm at all the time.
I found one in my bag before.
But you know what? Me and my whole
Jeez.
family, my siblings, my two brothers, and my sister, mom and dad, my nephews, we all share each other's locations. I could check where my niece Johnny Jean is. She's 22, or whatever. I go, I don't know who she is, but I could see where she's at right now. Or my nephews, I could see where any of my family members are. We all share locations.
That's important,
That's how close our family
especially
is.
right
We
now.
all I pull up a family group chat and it'll show every location right now. We just share. I mean, I'm like,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not anywhere bad. So it's not a bad day. It's not a bad deal.
If more people did that, especially right now with their teenagers, I think
it's safe
would
and you
be
feel safe.
safer.
We all know where each other's. We know where everybody's at. But at each his own. But you know what I mean. If you want to be hiding, then go hide.
No, I love it. Well, thank you so much, bro, for coming on today. I really
know.
appreciate it. Love your story.
know.
And so now that everybody knows who Rocky Nash is, so when they see you on stage or at our events, because you're going to get more involved with what we're doing. And I love the fact that you are involved. And there's so much more for us to do in 2026. I mean, we even talked about maybe doing a Christian concert.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a lot of ideas that he
We've been
brings.
talking
We've
about
been
that.
talking about it, and we want to do it and stuff, but just doing it the
And
right
I
way.
love it because he tells us like it is. Nah, that ain't gonna, whatever, that ain't gonna work. Oh,
Well,
this and that.
somebody
It's
tell
good
Monica something when she's
perspective. He's not
Somebody.
scared. He's not
JR's
scared.
not doing it. I'll be the bad guy.
That's okay. No, but thank you so much. Thank you for being real, and thank you for sharing
Yeah.
such an inspirational, testament of who you are. And I'm not just saying that. I think it's great. And there's more to see. But make sure you guys, follow us.
Yeah, follow us and
follow
follow
our
Rocky. Rocky, where can they follow you
stories.
at?
Rocky Nash.
Rocky Nash on
Rocky
Instagram.
Nash.
Rocky Nash. Rocky Nash podcast or just Rocky Nash?
Rocky Nash.
Just Rocky Nash. And then now going to be on Patreon soon and other places. So Rocky Nash, guys. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, and
Yes.
we'll see you guys every Monday, 7 a.m.
This episode is proudly brought to you by our sponsors who make this content possible. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for watching Let's Connect Now. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be a sponsor, contact us today.